Well, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Marisol Colquitt, author of Finding True Love Through Online Dating, a Christian Woman's Guide. It's an ebook right now available on Amazon for only $2.99. You might want to check it out and find out what you need to do if you've been single for a long time and you really want to know what it's like to try online dating. And speaking of which, that's exactly what I'm gonna talk about tonight. Should Christians try online dating? And my reply, absolutely. I'm actually gonna give you at least 6 reasons why you should try online dating. And well, the first point will be, if you have been single for how many years, maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, maybe you've been waiting, you've been praying, you've been desperately praying for your partner in life, but nothing has happened until now, or even now, then why don't you try online dating? Now look at me. I waited for like 12 years, seriously praying to God, crying out to God, God, where is my husband? I want to get married now. I was crying every night, traveled all over the world. I was so frustrated. I was traveling alone. So if you can relate to that, then that's your number one reason why you should try online dating. And again, I mentioned this in a previous video. The number 2 reason why you should try online dating, because online dating is not a sin. Surprising as it may seem, it's like whoever tells you that it is a liar. He or she is prophet lying. That's not in the Bible, because dating is not even in the Bible. So how can somebody say or claim that online dating is a sin? God provides us a blueprint for what characters to look for in a person, but God never mentions that we should not date, because how can we, find out what the person is made of if we don't try to get to know a person? So again, second reason why you should try online dating, because online dating is not a sin. There's nothing wrong if you try it, and you won't be committing a sin. Nobody will condemn you, of course, except for those who have flawed theology or flawed doctrine. So again, that's the second reason why you should try online dating. The third one is, you will probably meet more people online than you will ever meet in person. That's exactly how I felt, when I first went online. I thought, wow, I had so many men reaching out to me, and I'm like, okay. And of course, most of them were frogs, what I would call fraudsters, because they weren't real. They weren't even genuine Christians. So I believe that you will definitely meet more incredible, dynamic people online than in person. And so it's another reason, it's a good reason for you to try online dating. Now, the fourth reason will be is, if you're a shy person, or you tend to become tongue-tied around somebody you like, because I'm like that. Sometimes I'm like, this guy is too good, or this guy is too good looking, I'm like, oh, my crush is coming, I don't know what to say. And I've actually seen people, like they liked each other very much, but they didn't know what to say to each other. So they just stared at each other. So if you're that kind of a person, you might want to check online dating, because again, you won't have to be tongue-tied, because you start out on the email platform or the message platform or message board on the online dating site, and then eventually, when you're ready, if and when, only when you're ready, you can move on to text messaging or to video messaging, and eventually you'll meet in person. One thing that I really try to emphasize on my book is that online dating is a misnomer. It shouldn't be called online dating. It should be called online meeting, because you're just meeting online at first, and then you actually date in person, not online, because you don't stay online. I know I've seen it happen. Somebody got proposed to online. I don't really recommend it. I honestly don't feel that's the right way it should be done, but hey, it is what it is. But you're supposed to meet online first and then you go offline. That's the way you should do it. But you should meet in public, you should meet in a park, you should meet in a restaurant, you should meet in a coffee shop. And that's actually what I also mentioned in the book. You have to make sure that you meet in a public place. You never ever meet somebody for the first time in a private area. It has to be in a public place to keep you safe. I also provide a whole list of online dating safety tips. I also tell you how to create an eye-catching or irresistible online dating profile, and so many more. So you really gotta check it out. And then the fifth reason why you should try online dating is there's no second guessing. Everybody on there know that the reason why they are there is because they're looking for somebody they wanna maybe marry one day. You know, I once used to hang out with a male friend that I didn't know what he was doing because other women were claiming that he was hanging out with them too. So I didn't know what he was doing with me, but because it was a friend, I didn't know how to ask him. Maybe I should have, but I chose not to say anything, but instead sabotaged our friendship. So if you're that kind of a woman, you know, you don't want to ruin the friendship, or you don't have the courage to ask him, what are you doing? What is your intention? You know, what are we doing? If you don't have that courage, then maybe it's best to try online dating. You don't even have to wonder, because if a man or woman approaches you, you know that that person is interested in you and the person wants to get to know you better, okay? And another reason why you should try online dating, you know, have you ever been pestered by an admirer who can't seemingly take no for an answer? Well, with online dating, a guy can never do that to you because you can easily turn it off or him off, or you can easily disable your account so that person cannot pester you anymore. So that's what I love about online dating. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to come up with excuses not to go out with a man, you know, or a brother that you don't like, that you're not interested in. You can just simply ignore somebody's message. You look at their profile, oh, this is not gonna work. I'm not interested. I don't think this is gonna be a match. You know, you don't have to struggle. You don't have to worry about that. Well, people will bombard you with messages. People will pester you. But the good thing is you can just ignore their messages. You can just ignore their emails. You don't have to read them. But you can't do that. If a person is knocking on your door, you can't do that. You know, if a person is calling your phone nonstop, it's irritating. But you don't have to worry about that happening online, okay? So those are just some of the many reasons why you should try online dating. It's not a sin. I addressed that in another video. It's not a sin, so you should feel comfortable and you shouldn't be ashamed of trying online dating. I see a lot of videos right now, oh, you know, you shouldn't try it, you know, I don't think it's right. Well, if it's working for you, in person is working for you, go for it. But if it's not working for you, why do you have to wait for so long? Are you gonna wait 10 more years? Are you gonna wait 20 more years because of your pride? Well, look at me. I'm so happy. I've never been happier in my life because, well, my husband and I met online, obviously. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be talking about it if we didn't. Yeah, we've been happily married for 5 years. So I encourage you to go online, explore, be free, and have fun. And hopefully you'll find your own true love online. Okay? God bless you. Jesus loves you, and Jesus is